She talks about a lot of different things. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. We're going to talk about managing different things in our lives, as well as the psychological, behavioral things that us humans have going on. So I'm really excited to get into that. You guys know I love things that are psychological and getting deeper beyond the surface level issue. So without further ado, welcome, Aparna. How are you?
Hi, Misha. I'm really good. Thank you. And there are so many things actually you mentioned in my intro. I was like, okay.
Yes. So how are you today?
Really good. Thank you. Bit cold, little bit more cold here, but it's okay.
How is the weather there?
Really bad. like,
Is like
I
what's the
literally,
temperature?
I guess it's -1 degree.
What?
Yeah, it gets bad sometimes, but I'm not sure. Like last I checked, I was just like, okay, we have heaters in the house. That works.
Yes, but that I know how that can be actually because in New Jersey we have had some bad winters, in the negatives with snow on the ground. But it hasn't snowed yet here.
No, I mean, we have seen some flakes to be honest, but not a proper snowfall. No.
Okay, it's just cold.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Well, where are you located?
I'm in Egham. It's southwest London. So if you have ever been to UK,
Okay, just so that everyone knows, where
yeah,
you are.
yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you mind just giving a short intro of who you are to everyone before we jump in?
Definitely. My name is Aparna Sood, as you know by now, and I'm professionally a project manager. I'm working on sustainability aspects of industries and stuff like that. But I'm a YouTuber and a podcast host. What I like is like recently I'm conducting a research in psychology in which I'm trying to see the positive impacts of emotions on the business growth. So, kind of
Ah,
linking spirituality to business. So, I was actually thinking from a long time to have this podcast. So, I
mhm.
finally did it.
Awesome. So your podcast is called Truth, Bliss, Consciousness.
Yeah, it's like short form TVC, you and me.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And how did you land on that title for your podcast? And
It's very
what?
interesting
Yes.
because I'm an Indian and the word is Sat Chit Ananda. It's a Sanskrit word. And what's the meaning of the word is truth, bliss, and consciousness. And when I was just playing with this, I was like, TBC sounds really cool. And I want it to be like, the main theme is that I interact with people. So TBC, you and me.
Yes. I like that very much. And what is the word again that
It is
means
Sat Chit Ananda. It's Sanskrit.
Satrit Ananda?
There we go.
So I'm sure I butchered it, but
No,
something like
you
that.
didn't. It was good. It was really good.
Thank you. So, what message do you wish to share with others in sharing your YouTube videos and your podcast episodes?
The theme is like life is simple and let us try to solve the complications that we have created ourselves. Because I believe there are so many things going on when I came up with the idea, because it's not like I just jumped into it. I worked as a radio host for like 1.5, 2 years. So I knew the drill,
Yes.
but I wanted to connect with people, like, say what I want to say instead of the commercial things.
Yes.
So with COVID, everyone was like feeling depressed, lonely, getting sick, and so many things. And I was like, okay, it's high time, let's do it. And remind people like, I'm not a professional guru or a coach, but I see things in a very simple way. That life is simple. If
Yes.
you have complexities, let's resolve them.
Yes. And,
So,
everyone has complexities. Like you said, we're all, especially with COVID here, we're all going through.
yeah, definitely. And when you start the list, everyone has millions of problems in their lives. Even me, I don't say that I'm completely problem free or I don't have any complexities, but what I think is I have devised ways to solve them.
Mhm. Yes,
So I try to just share it that if it can help me, it can help you.
absolutely. And I saw in your bio that you said it is important to have a clear direction in life. Or no, maybe it wasn't your bio on your podcast.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So why do you feel that it's important to have a clear direction of where you're going in life?
Just imagine, like, who likes to live like a blindfolded chicken? Like, nobody likes that, right? And
Right.
that's what most of the people are doing these days. They don't really know where they're going, they don't really know where they want to be. They're just, banging their heads and just finishing this day. That's it.
Yes.
And I guess a clear direction for me doesn't mean that everything is set in stone, that, oh, okay, this is how it's gonna be. No, take it easy. You should have a vision, and you must have divided it into little steps. Like being a project manager, I can put it in a simple way. In projects, we have Gantt charts where we define every single object, every process, every activity that is required to complete the project. And so is with life, like with your relations, career, personal life, and whatnot, to be honest.
Yes.
So break it down and have a clear direction. That's where I want to be. Might change on the way, but have it.
Yes, I think that is very important. And I even say that to my audience all the time. It's like, if you list what you need to do, then once you get to one step, you'll know, okay, this is the next step. And then you also don't skip steps, which can
So
change the
true.
whole outcome.
So true. I mean, people actually have a list. Many people, they know what they want, but they're just stuck there.
Yeah.
They don't take a step forward that, okay, why do I want it? What needs to be done? How it needs to be done? And when it needs to be done. So a bit like, breakdown.
Yes. So what helps to keep you grounded in the midst of all of the lists and getting things done?
I think for me, it is like everything here is temporary, and so is life. Like if today I'm gloating about something, oh, I got this, I achieved this, and stuff
Mhm.
like that. To be honest, like when I meet people, they're like, oh, how come you have done like this, and that? And I'm just like, doesn't really affect me because it's all temporary and it doesn't really have any real significance. Your life is temporary, and the moment you realize it, you're grounded.
And when did you get to that point of understanding?
I guess I had it in me from my family because I was always told that, oh, okay, that's how life is. You need to understand things and blah, blah, blah. And I have been living away from my family for like 10 years because roaming around, doing my things and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So you realize things on your own that you don't need to take life so seriously and take yourself so seriously. Things are gonna end the same way for each one of us. So chill.
Wow. Do you visit your family? Like,
It's been, to be honest, 2.5 years. I
okay.
haven't because of COVID.
COVID. Yes.
Yeah, but otherwise, yes.
Okay. Awesome. Can you explain what the phrase "get out of your own way" means to you?
Yeah, like as I said in the beginning as well, that we create hurdles for ourselves and stop us from growing. Like our fears, our complexities, insecurities, they stop you from living fully. You are in your own way of living a fulfilled life. For example, many people out there, they want to travel the world, like, quit their jobs, do this, do that. They don't do it. And the reason, when you ask them why not, they're scared because that's not how life should be. Who told you? Because
Right.
that's what we are told. By whom? So if you just start, asking questions to yourself, you'll realize that you're actually a biggest hurdle in your own way to your happiness. So stop it and just get past it, live your life fully.
Yes. I agree with that 100%. Why do you believe people have trouble managing that and managing their lives in general?
For me, what I've seen around, like with my friends, family, and so many people that I have been talking to, because they don't want to manage it, they want to control it. There's a difference. Like in projects, we use agile approach. Like you need to be agile, be flexible, ready for any changes and new things that can be added or removed. We fail to manage because we don't like flexibility. Many people, if you see your parents or your grandparents, they don't like change.
Yes,
If
very
you
stuck in their ways.
Yes, like if you have like a new phone or something, they don't like it. They like the
Yeah.
previous ways. So, because, we try to control our lives, it's tough. For example, a person these days, the relationships are breaking down because of this COVID, distance, and stuff like that. Because you try to control each other so badly, you don't
Mhm.
manage the other aspects of it. Talk, speak, meet, so many aspects, but no, you want to just control it tight, just pull it there. So, no, if you want to manage it, be flexible and be open to whatever is coming your way. Once you have that mindset, you'll manage it.
And do you have any advice for how to obtain that mindset?
Uh, you mean to say, like, how to,
How to be more flexible, how to just accept things as they come to
as
you?
I said, face your fears.
Yes.
Do something that you have never done before. Maybe, like, have you ever eaten in a restaurant alone? You might feel that it's awkward, it's not nice. Do it. Once you start doing it, your brain rewires actually. It will tell you it's okay, it was fun. And next time you'll be open to changes. You'll start getting, comfortable with them. The more you're
Yes.
comfortable with them, the more you'll be receptive to whatever comes in your way.
Wow, absolutely. I just tried to encourage my friend the other day, to go out and get a drink by herself at the bar because she's like, "Oh, my friend's not calling me back. We're supposed to go out for drinks." And I'm like, "Girl, just go and have a drink by yourself. If you really feel you want to go and have a cocktail, talk to the bartender." But she
So
didn't
true.
go. But, I tried to encourage her to go because I'm the type of person, like, I'll go to places
Yeah.
alone all the time.
This is real life example. People, you push them, but they cannot. And I
Yes.
understand it's tough. It's very tough. That's why, if you really want to do it, you need to have in your head that you want to do it.
Yes. And then you'll
Then
have
you
that
can be pushed.
willpower.
So
Yes.
true.
So, what are your thoughts about social media validation? Because
Ooh.
I know that's a big thing.
That's actually a very, very, very big thing. Like, I want to say this like out loud that social media is basically hacking into your mind, in your
Yes.
brain. And it is just promoting self indulgence and a fake life, a sham.
Hmm.
So many people out there, if you see, they're showing only the happy moments of their life. Even when they're not happy, they just smile for the picture. And
Yes.
once the picture is done, you can just see the expressions changing on their face. And it's really funny, you know? And because of the social media, people have lost the essence of self worth because they're just comparing, all the time comparing. It is all about how many likes my picture got, how many comments I have. Like many young girls, they ruin their lives just
Yes.
because of comparisons on social media, asking for validation of their worth on social media. It is tough, of course, right? Like, but you
Yes.
try to snap away. You must have heard these days a lot when uni girls and people like that, they're just like, I'm detoxing myself. you know,
Yes.
I'm not on social media, but your brain is actually dying to open that app, isn't it?
Yes.
So I guess the point is not to snap away because when you'll go back to it, you'll use more. Do it gradually. We talk about AI these days, artificial intelligence. It's already there on social media. Like our feeds
Yes.
are designed to captivate us. Like
Yes.
one thing after
Per
other.
person.
So true. Per person, they know what you're looking at, how many times, how many minutes you're clicking on it, how many times you're looking at it, and you'll see more of those
How
things.
you react to it, through your
So
camera.
true.
Yes.
People actually, they know it, but even then, they're getting captivated to it. So,
Right. It is really hard. Have you ever struggled with that? Like too much social media? Not the validation
luckily,
part, but just
no.
no. Okay. Are
Luckily,
you
no, because no.
Are you because no. Are
Please
you
no.
on are you on social media? Because I know you have your YouTube channel, your podcast, so it, a lot of people see that as a resource to network and get the word out. Are you on social media in that way?
Yes, I am. I'm on Instagram.
Awesome.
I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook.
Really?
I'm on YouTube. I'm everywhere, but I
Awesome.
don't use it to use it. Like my main motive to use all these channels is to just spread the word. And what I do is I read a lot. Like I, if I find something, a new idea, I'll research it. I'll just get on it, find the papers, find the articles, and I just spread the ideas that everyone should know what's happening. But other
Awesome.
than that, nope.
No,
No, no.
okay. Awesome. And I actually just got introduced to TikTok. Not like introduced to it, but as a TikToker. So that was really
Wow.
fun. It's harder than I imagined it would be, like to actually get the videos cut with the audio and
I
everything.
know. Like,
But
I guess TikTok, even me, I just started it, I guess, 2 months back because somebody was
okay.
telling me that if you just, um, search mindfulness or something like that, you'll get so many videos so you can actually spread your word better. Oh, then I was like, really? TikTok?
Yes.
Because,
No, TikTok is huge already, but
yeah,
I see it sticking around for a while, I guess.
yeah, I think so. You're very right. But let's see.
Um, what would you say to people? How can people, as advice, raise their self-confidence?
Um, I believe it comes like many people will tell you, like, your body language, this and that, use right words, change your lifestyle, according to me. And it might sound like really disconnected because you can't really connect. We're talking about confidence. What are you
Mhm.
talking about lifestyle? Because the way you behave comes for your lifestyle totally. The food you eat, if you exercise or not, affirmations, gratitude. I always push people to have affirmations in their life, to be honest. They help. They really, really do help because your brain is like, it's a automated system. You tell it something, it will store it. And if you tell
Yes.
it daily, it will store it more and more, more and more until it gets automatic.
Yes.
Do you do affirmations, Misha?
So it's so interesting that you say that because lately I do them, but lately I'm not like habitual on it like every day. Maybe I do it every day or every other day. Just whenever I feel that I need to, or I'm just feeling like I just want to give gratitude, or just whenever I'm feeling the urge, I do.
Right.
But lately I've really been wanting to put some on my mirror, and I want to get in the habit of every morning saying them to myself in the mirror out loud. So I'm just
So
going to take that
nice.
as a cue that I'm going to do
There we
that.
go. And like
Yes.
add gratitude as well. Like self affirmations are very different. Like you're telling us, you're the best, you're the great, you can do it.
Right.
Gratitude is more about like being thankful for having a roof, for having that mirror where you can
Yes.
stick the posts.
Yes. No, seriously, like
Yeah, it helps.
seriously.
It really helps.
And it's also like to ground yourself, like I am safe, or whenever I'm feeling anxious, I have to remind myself like you're okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. One thing I say to myself when I get very anxious or like, overwhelmed with stuff is just like, nothing is new under the sun. So, what
Yeah.
you're in, many people might have just been through it. So, calm down. It's not new.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Seriously.
that helps
Awesome. And you do affirmations.
every day. Like the time I wake up, I just speak my affirmations to myself, no phones, nothing. I just say it out loud to myself. And then when I go to bed, then as well, I keep saying it. If I'm walking like outside or something, I'll say that to myself all the time.
Same. And it's I do the same thing, especially like when I just see something beautiful, which is whenever you're going on a walk and you see the sky, or you
You do
see like
this.
a nice tree or something, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Ah, thank you."
So true, so true. Like when we see the grass and the fresh air touching you, you feel really blessed.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. So, I want to ask you, how do you feel you've grown throughout this year. The year's about to be over. Flew by.
True. There are many goals I have achieved and accomplished, but I don't define them as real growth. Growth, those are just the elements of my overall growth. I have reached many people around the world, like you, and shared my ideas, got better understanding of various insights from them. And it's always good to know that others are also on the same journey. It helps.
Yes.
So I've grown in my social network. I meditate and exercise regularly now because of my podcast and YouTube channel. I research more into various aspects of life, which have helped me like to become a better version of myself. That makes sense. you
Yes.
know I can surely say I have grown mentally, physically, and socially this year.
Yes. Awesome. So before your podcast, you said you were a radio host for some time.
Oh, yes.
And what was the topic that you got to talk about?
Like in commercial radios, I did a few shows in India, a few shows in Australia. It's about what they want you to cover: daily news,
Okay.
commercials, and stuff like that. So you cannot speak your heart that you want to
Yes.
speak. So when I left it, because I left it for the same reason, when I began, I thought maybe my voice will reach people and I can
Yes.
bring a change, I can connect. That's not the case with commercial radios.
Right. But you were able to, gain the skill, like you said, doing it
Definitely.
over and over, like researching more. It makes you sharper.
That's true. That's when I say this, that everything has a purpose. That was the purpose, that I knew the softwares, I knew the drill, I knew how things go and what people are receptive towards. So it set the base.
Yes. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do outside of, staying grounded and working on your podcast?
I love to walk. That's
Yes.
something I can do at any point of time in the day. I'll just go out and I'll walk for like hours, sometimes
R-
2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I never take my phone with me.
Oh,
Never
nice.
ever. And it's so relaxing and fun. Other than that, I love listening music. I always listen to instrumental music
Yes.
a lot. I enjoy it, and I play badminton. Love it.
Oh, really?
Love it. I just love it.
Interesting.
It makes me
Nice.
so competitive there over there. I'm like, bring it on. So yeah.